My name is Dr. Brijesh Kumar from Department of Tourism Management, Government College, Sector 9, Gurugram. Today I am going to discuss a topic from the subject Hotel and Resort Management. Learning objectives of the topics are A. Definition of hotel and various services offered by the hotel. B. Major departments of hotels. C. Types of rooms available in hotel. And D. Types of hotel plan. Now the definition of a hotel. A hotel is defined by the British law as a place where a traveler can receive food and shelter, provided he is in position to pay for it and is in a fit condition to be received. Hence, a hotel must provide food and beverage and lodging to traveler on payment basis. But the hotel has the right to refuse if the travel is not in presentable situation or is not in a position to pay for the services. Alternatively, a hotel may be defined as an establishment whose primary business is to provide lodging facilities to a traveler along with food, beverage and sometimes recreational facilities on chargeable basis. So, a hotel is an establishment that provides paid accommodation, generally for short duration of stay. Hotel also provides various services to its guests like restaurants, bar, swimming pool, healthcare, retail shops, business facilities like conference halls, banquet halls, boardrooms, and space for private parties like birthdays, marriages, kitty parties, etc. Most of the modern hotels nowadays provide the basic facilities in a room: a bed, cupboard, a small table, weather control, air conditioner or heater, and bathroom, along with other features like telephone with STD, ISD facility, a television set with cable channel and broadband internet connectivity. There might also be a mini bar containing snacks and drinks, and tea and coffee making unit having an electric kettle, cups, spoons and sachets containing instant coffee, tea bags, sugar and creamer. Now the major departments of a hotel. The first major department is room division department. In a large hotel, the housekeeping, front office and maintenance departments come under rooms division. These departments together are responsible for maintaining and selling the room in a hotel. In most hotels, these are the departments that directly or indirectly generate more revenue than any other departments. This is because the sale of rooms constitutes a minimum of 50% of the total revenue of a hotel. A hotel's largest margin of profit comes from room sales, because a room once made can be sold over and over again. The rooms division is headed by the room division manager, to whom the front office manager, executive housekeeper and very often the chief engineer report. Second major department of hotel is front office department. The front office department is headed by the front office manager. The front office department is the operational department that is responsible for welcoming and registering guests, allotting rooms, and helping guests check out. Uniform services like concierges and bell desks are part of the front office department. Third major department of hotel is housekeeping department. The housekeeping department is responsible for the cleanliness and upkeep of the front of the house areas as well as back of the house areas, so that they appear as fresh and aesthetically appealing as on the first day when the hotel property opened for business. This department is headed by the executive housekeeper, or in chain hotels, this department is headed by the director of housekeeping. Fourth major department of hotel is food and beverage department. The food and beverage department includes restaurants, bars, coffee shops, banquet, room service, kitchen, and bakery. This department is headed by the food and beverage director, while the restaurants, bars, coffee shop, banquets, and room service may be grouped specifically under the food and beverage service department, headed by the food and beverage manager. The kitchen and the bakery fall under the food and beverage production department, which is headed by the executive chef. Now the fifth major department of hotel is engineering department. The maintenance department, also called the engineering and maintenance department, which is headed by the chief engineer or the chief maintenance officer. The department is responsible for all kinds of maintenance, repairs, and engineering work on equipments, machines, fixtures, and fittings. Sixth major department of hotel is human resource department. The human resource department or the personal department is headed by the human resource manager. Recruitments, orientation, training, employee welfare and compensation, labor laws, and safety norms for the hotel comes under the purview of the human resource department. The training department is an ancillary department of the human resource department. This is headed by the training manager, who takes on the specific task of orientation and training of new employees as well as existing ones. Seventh major department of hotel is sales and marketing department. The sales and marketing department is headed by the sales and marketing manager. A large hotel may have 3 or more employees in the department, whereas a small hotel can do with just 1 employee. The function of this department: first, sales. Second function of this department is personal relations. Third is advertising. Fourth is getting MICE business, that is meetings, incentives, conferences and exhibitions. Fifth is market research. So all these functions lead to the common goal of selling the product of the hotels, that is rooms and the services of the hotel. Next major department of hotel is purchase department. The purchase department is led by the purchase manager. This department maintains records of goods ordered and received, and to locate vendors of materials and interview them in order to determine products availability and terms of sales. Ninth major department of hotel is security department. Security department is headed by the chief security officer. The security department is responsible for safeguarding the assets, guests, and employees of the hotel. Their functions include controlling fire drills, monitoring, surveillance equipment, and patrolling the property. Hotels generally prefer ex-army or ex-police officials as their security officers because they are well versed with various security aspects. The security personnel is trained to handle situations like thefts, terror attacks, bomb threats, and fire fight etc. Now the types of guest rooms in a hotel. A hotel sells a combination of accommodation, food, drinks, and other services and facilities to guests. The main product of the hotel is room, which is among the principal source of revenue for the hotel. So the rooms may be categorized on the basis of the room size, layout, view, interior decoration, and services offered. So a hotel offers various types of rooms to its guests. First is single room. A single room has one single bed for single occupancy. An additional bed may be added to this room on the request of a guest and charged accordingly. The size of bed is normally 3 feet by 6 feet. However, the concept of single room is finished nowadays. Mostly hotels have twin or double rooms and charge for single room if occupied by one person. Second type of room is twin room. A twin room has two single beds for double occupancy. An extra bed may be added to this room on the request of a guest and charged accordingly. The bed size is normally 3 feet by 6 feet. These rooms are suitable for sharing accommodation among a group of delegates of meeting. Third is double room. A double room has one double bed for double occupancy. An extra bed may be added to this room on the request of a guest and charged accordingly. The size of the double bed is generally 4.5 feet by 6 feet. Fourth type of room is triple room. A triple room has 3 separate single beds and can be occupied by 3 guests. This type of room is suitable for groups and delegates of meetings and conferences. Fifth type of room is quad. A quad room has 4 separate single beds and can accommodate 4 persons together in the same room. Sixth type of room is Hollywood twin room. A Hollywood twin room has 2 single beds with common headboards. This type of room is generally occupied by 2 persons. Seventh type of room is double room. A double room has 2 double beds and is normally preferred by a family or group as it can accommodate 4 persons together. Eighth type of room is king room. A king room has king size bed. The size of the bed is 6 feet by 6 feet. An extra bed may be added to this room on the request of a guest and charged accordingly. Ninth type of room is queen room. A queen room has a queen size bed. The size of the bed is 5 feet by 6 feet. An extra bed may be added to this room on the request of guests and charged accordingly. 10th type of room is interconnecting room. Interconnected rooms have a common wall and a door that connects the two rooms. This allows guests to access any of the two rooms without passing through a public area. This type of room is ideal for families and crew members. Interconnected rooms there is an interconnecting doors between them. 11th is adjoining room. An adjoining room share a wall with another hotel room but is not connected by a door. 12th type of room is adjacent room. An adjacent room is very close to another room but does not share a common wall with it. Next type of room is parlor. A parlor has a living room without bed and may have sofa and chairs for sitting. It is generally not used as a bedroom. 14th type of room is studio. A studio has a bed and a sofa cum bed and is generally used as a living room. 15th type of room is cabana. A cabana is situated away from the main hotel building, in the vicinity of a swimming pool or sea beach. It may or may not have beds and is generally used as a changing room and not as a bedroom. 16th type of room is suite. A suite includes more than one room. Occasionally, it can also be a single large room with clearly defined sleeping and sitting areas. The decor of such units is of very high standards, aimed to please the affluent guest who can afford the high tariffs of the room category. 17th type of room is duplex. A duplex suite includes two rooms situated on different floors, which are connected by an internal staircase. This suite is generally used by business guests who wish to use the lower level as an office and meeting place and the upper level room as a bedroom. This type of room is quite expensive. 18th type of room is efficiency room. An efficiency room has an attached kitchen for guests preferring longer duration of stay. Generally, this type of room is found in holiday and health resorts where guests stay for a longer time. 19th type of room is hospitality room. A hospitality room is designed for hotel guests who want to entertain their own guests outside their allocated rooms. Such rooms are generally charged on hourly basis. 20th type of room is penthouse. A penthouse is generally located on the topmost floor of the hotels and has an attached open terrace or open sky space. This room is highly decorated and furnished and is among the costliest rooms in the hotels. This type of room is preferred by big celebrities and major political personalities. 21 type of room is lanai. A lanai has a veranda and is often furnished and used as a living room. It generally has a view of a garden or sea beach. So these were the rooms available in hotels. Now the hotel tariff plan. Room rate, which is the daily rate charged for the use of a hotel room and service, is among travelers' basic criteria for selecting a particular hotel for stay. The basis for charging room rates differ from hotel to hotel. Hotels display their room rent on tariff cards, which provide information about the room rate for different types of rooms available in the hotel. So, price is one of the major elements involved in the marketing and positioning of a product or service. The price of a goods and services of a hotel should cover the cost of production, overheads, and a fair amount of profit so that the hotel business remains sustainable and profitable. The price band of a hotel attracts a particular segment of clients and thus decides the positioning of a hotel and its services in the market. So, the room tariff of a hotel may be based on the choice of meal plans offered to guests. Depending on the needs of their target audience, hotel offers a variety of meals plans. Hotels charge their guests according to the European plan, Continental plan, American plan, Modified American plan, bed and breakfast plan. So the first plan is European plan. The tariff consists of room rates only. All other expenses would be paid by the guest as per the actual use of consumption. This type of plan is generally preferred in commercial hotel, where business executives have to socialize with their clients and do not take meals at the hotel. Next plan is Continental plan. Continental plan consists of room rate and continental breakfast. Continental breakfast generally includes like sliced bread with butter, jam, honey, cheese, fruit juice, and coffee, tea, hot chocolate, milk, etc. This plan is generally found in hotels in Europe. Next plan is Modified American plan. Modified American plan is also known demi-pension. The tariff consists of room rent, breakfast, and one major meal, either lunch or dinner. This tariff plan is popular in hotels located at tourist destinations where the guest may want to go for sightseeing after breakfast, have lunch outside the hotel, and return to the hotel in the evening and have dinner in the night. Fourth type of plan is American plan. It is also known as en pension or full board. The tariff includes all meals, including breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with the room rent. This plan is popular in resort hotels located at remote places where guests do not have a choice of food outside the hotel premise, for example, in a jungle or desert. Fifth plan is Bermuda plan. Bermuda plan or bed and breakfast plan consists of room rent and American breakfast. American breakfast generally includes 2 eggs, sliced bread or toast with jam, jelly, butter, corn flakes or coffee, tea, orange, grapefruit juice, etc. Now, in the end, there are some questions with 4 options. You have to read all the questions carefully and select the correct option. Question number 1. The guest enters into a large hotel from A. Lobby, B. Front office, C. Reception, D. Restaurant. Question number 2. A duplex room is a room with A. Air conditioner, B. 2 stories connected by stairs, C. Room services facility, D. An extra bed. Question number 3. Continental plan includes room rent only, B. Room rent with lunch, C. Only breakfast and dinner, D. Room rent and continental breakfast. Question number 4. A room having separate living and bedroom is known as A. Double room, B. Suite, C. Twin rooms, D. Hollywood twin rooms. Question number 5. Front office department communicates with A. Food and beverage service, B. Housekeeping, C. Banquets, D. All of the above. Question number 6. Housekeeping department of the hotel is responsible for A. Marketing, B. Cleanliness, C. Allotting rooms, D. Training. Question number 7. The main job of security department: A. Safeguarding the hotel property, B. Cell rooms, C. Maintenance of the hotel, D. All of the above. Question number 8. Continental plan includes A. Room rent only, B. Room rent and all meals, C. Only breakfast and dinner, D. Room rent and continental breakfast. Question number 9. Single room has A. 2 single beds, B. 1 single bed, C. 1 double bed, D. 3 separate single beds. Question number 10. Motels are located A. At seaport, B. Airport, C. Along highways, D. At exotic location. So, in this topic, we have discussed on the definition of hotels and variety of services offered by hotels to its guests. Various departments of hotels and all the departments work together to satisfy guests. Apart from this, variety of hotel rooms available to guests with different price, and the guest select the hotel according to their needs, taste, preferences and budget. In the end, types of meals plans available to guests and guests select meal plans according to their budget and requirement. Thank you.